Hello. This is what we did yesterday. We we talked a lot about the situation in Zabobla and the coronavirus and the testing, and also we talked about um, things like that, going back home at 10 and the bars being closed. So most of the first hour of the class was spent talking about that in English. So that's why we didn't do a lot. We also talked about things we did that long weekend because we had a long weekend. So we talked about things we did on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday. We talked about, yeah, I went shopping, or I went to see my friends, or I went to get a test done. For example, if we lived in Sao Paulo, things like that. Um, and so then we read this, which is these are routines. We're talking about routines. We asked, well, I asked everyone if they liked having a routine or if they preferred not having a routine, because some people really like routines, some people don't really like them. And then we read this, which is this is a whole text. This is a woman, and this is her son, and this is her life, her routine. She's a surgeon. She's from Iran originally, but she lives in London, and she's a cardiac surgeon and a professor. So she talks about her very busy life. She doesn't have a break. She has lunch at her desk. She has one or two operations. Sometimes she's on call, the guardia. Sometimes she's on call. But she really likes her job and she really likes her routine. She also talked about balancing her life and her job. And she said her husband is away a lot. He travels a lot for work, probably. And so she says that she thinks she's very successful because her husband is not home all the time. But they talk and they have a good relationship. They talk on the phone, and she wants to be an example for her son. And then she talks about what she does to relax, and she says she plays piano every night, and she also goes to the hairdressers twice a week, two times every week, um, and that relaxes her. She reads academic papers, and then her son is 17 years old. Oh, sorry. Her son is 17 years old and he's in school. Yeah, still. He's in school, so he gets up, he has breakfast, and he gets to school. He spends a long time at school. But when he finishes school, he goes to the library to study, and sometimes he sings in the choir, I think on Tuesdays. And on Thursdays, he plays instruments, percussion instruments in the school orchestra. And then when he gets home, he has a shower, he has dinner with his mom, and then he does homework for 2 or 3 hours, which is a long time, and then he goes to bed pretty early, 10:30. Um, and then what we did was daily routine. So we looked at this woman and we were talking about her daily routine. So she gets up, she has a shower, she gets dressed, she puts on makeup, she has a coffee, she goes to work by bus. Remember, by bus, by car, by train, but we say on foot. Yeah. She lives for work, I think. She gets to work. Okay, she gets to work. She starts work at 8:30. She has lunch at work. She leaves work at 6:30 or finishes work and she goes shopping. This is called grocery shopping, shopping for food. Yeah, she goes shopping for food. She gets home late because it's night time. She does the housework. She cleans. Yeah, she does the housework. And then she has pizza for dinner, and then she checks her emails again, and then she goes to bed at a quarter past 12, I think. Is it quarter past 12? Yeah, quarter past 12. So that's what we said. And then we talked about at what time. We said, what time do you get up? What time do you have a shower? Do you have a shower in the morning? Do you have a shower in the evening? Do you get dressed after, like in the morning after you have a shower, or maybe not? Do you put on makeup? Do you have breakfast? What do you have for breakfast? We talked about how we get to work. We talked about how when work starts and ends. We talked about lunch. We talked about uh, buying groceries. What's our favorite supermarket? If we go to buy groceries every week or every month or every 2 weeks. We talked about everything else. Yeah. And then this one we didn't get to do. We didn't finish because we were talking. But this one is chill. So she's busy, ocupada, and he's chill. He's tranquil. He's chill. And so he gets up at 8. Yeah. He has a shave. He walks his dog. I'll take his dog for a walk. He has breakfast. He has cereal and fruit. She has coffee. He walks to work. Yeah. She walks to work. And then I think she gets to work here. It doesn't say. Yeah. His friends. And he relaxes and he has a bath. And he, for example, here he cooks. Yeah. Or cooks dinner, makes dinner. He goes to Italian classes, this one. And then he sleeps for 8 hours. So you can do this one. Um, you can do this one at home. But yeah, her life is very busy. His life is not that busy, um, even though he works. Yeah. So maybe he works part time. So that's what we did yesterday. As I said, we talked a lot, so that's why we didn't do a lot, uh, like pages wise. But yeah. So see you on Monday. Bye.